Hey ladies and gents, this is the Wiz coming to you with a review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Baxter Stockman San Diego Comic-Con 2020 exclusive from Super 7. Now, due to the coronavirus pandemic, there was no San Diego Comic-Con 2020, at least not a live event that you could go to, stand in line, and buy exclusives at. So what Super 7 and NECA and some other action figure manufacturers did was allow you to purchase these exclusives online and then ship them to you after purchasing. And I purchased this Baxter Stockman online, and I got it in fairly short order. And I have not pre-ordered any of the Teenage Mutant Ninja stuff from Super 7. So this is my first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure from them. I have my ultimate go-to Ninja Turtles that were originally put out by NECA, the comic book versions that the Four Horsemen did, and I'm very happy with those. I don't think that anybody would ever be able to top them. So those are my Ultimate Ninja Turtles. So I'm very much a cherry picker on this line. But this was just a figure, especially this version, the San Diego Comic-Con version, that I couldn't pass up on because I love the color scheme and I actually like it way better than the non-exclusive version of the color scheme. And then also it's a blue glow-in-the-dark figure. So I'm a sucker for that as well. Let me show you what the exterior of the packaging looked like. It's Baxter Stockman's head on a sewer crate. And that was a slip cover. And then on the back it just said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I knocked over the figure, as I am wont to do. And then after you remove the slip cover, he's nestled inside in his little plastic prison. Here he is on the back. It says from Super 7 and Nickelodeon. Baxter Stockman, a man with the mind of a scientist and the body of a common housefly, buzzes around town, annoying the turtles and other decent reptiles. Created accidentally in Dimension X by a malfunctioning disintegrator unit, Baxter flurried himself into an avenging frenzy. Convinced by Shredder that the turtles were solely responsible for his rebirth as an insect, Baxter now vents his hostilities toward our half-shelled heroes. So, he's a villain, and villains are always the most fun, I think. So here he is. He has 6 appendages, as a fly should have, being an insect, including these really cool arms. I love the translucent look that this glow-in-the-dark blue plastic gives us, and I really think it's very clever how the blue veins stand out there. And then there aren't minimal paint apps, so, like these silver hairs, I guess, or spikes on the back of the arms, but you can really see the muscle striations in there. And I just love what they did with the minimal paint apps and the translucent blue. It just gives a really cool effect. The Four Horsemen sculpted these figures, and they did an excellent job. You can see I'm probably not going to be able to show off the glow-in-the-dark effect because I just got this figure out of the box, and I don't think it's had enough time to absorb enough light. But the arms are really great. All the individual paint apps there. I like the sculpt. There's a good range of motion here on the articulation on the arms. Everything you'd expect as far as the shoulder, the elbow, and the wrist swivel and hinge. And I just love all these different muscle striations and viscera and stuff. And I like the way they did these wings as well. I like the expressiveness of the face and how he's gritting his teeth. I don't think there's much in the way of range of motion on the head, but it does swivel. And I just like that goofy, toyetic quality. This figure was designed by Nate Barch, who is a very talented artist that works with the Four Horsemen on lots of their projects. And I just think he, captured the updated version of the toy really, really nicely on this guy. I love the multifaceted eyes that the Fly has. I don't have the original toy to compare him to, but just everything about him is really, really cool. I love the blue, the red, and the silver are just really super cool when it comes to paint amps. And I also love that the lab coat is this pearlized finish. They really did a really good job with that. It's really shiny. He's got this hypodermic needle jabbed into his lab coat pocket. His lab coat is in complete disarray. He has his jaunty little bow tie there, which is cool, and then veins and stuff. But you just get the feeling that he's just transformed and just is bursting out of his lab coat and jacket. Now, I don't really know too much about the original toy, but the accessories are fun. He's got a little fly swatter here. It's got, I don't know if it's a fly swatter or what it is, but it's got a pattern here, kind of like a meat tenderizer pattern. And there's a tiny little baby turtle there, so I hope he's not swatting or abusing a turtle. He also has this gun, and it's really cool. You can see the added detail, like the little silver on his wedding ring there. The pants and the legs have a lot of articulation. The one thing I'm worried about this is I can tell you that the knee already is quite loose on this figure, so I'm probably going to have to get him into some kind of a deep crouch, or just, the feet are big and oversized, but I'm worried that with that knee as loose as it is, that he's gonna fall over eventually. So it's really gonna have to find the sweet spot there to kind of pose him in that dynamic action pose. He's got, gnarly veins on his feet and just really, really disgusting toenails as well. Those are silver. No sculpting on the bottom of the feet, but every other inch of him is just really nicely detailed. So I think I'm going to guess that as long as he's crouched like this, that the knees will hold up. If he were to be standing up, I'm going to guess that he'd fall over in time. And, none of us really like that with our figures falling off the shelves. But I think he'll be okay. And then we have this Mouser figure. I don't recall the Mousers ever being glow-in-the-dark blue, but anyway, it's different. It's got swivels here at the legs and some cool paint apps, and then the jaw is hinged. So I, love Mousers. I think that's a classic design from the Turtles. Also comes with, see, he fell over already, and he took out one of his villainous buddies. It's got a sprue, a tree with the different weapons on it, so that's kind of a nod to the original toy, I guess. And that's kind of cool. Has this, I'm not sure what it is, but the fly swatter appendage kind of fits in there as well. Some of you who are more well versed in the original toy can probably tell me. Then additional sets of hands, so 6 extra hands, open, fist, claw, all that stuff. So he comes, loaded, chock full with different accessories. So let's see, he fell over by himself. I'm going to have to really play around with him and figure out what's the best way to pose him. Because like I said, this knee is concerns me, and it's just a matter of, I think, the design with the knees being as thin as they are and him being as top heavy as he is with the extra arms and the wings and all that. So but like I said, I have a feeling that if he's fully crouched and just in that one position, that he's going to be able to maintain, you know, he's going to be able to maintain and not fall over in the shelf. And it's a good thing that he has such big feet. So, see what else. Oh, they said that I was going to get a free gift with purchase. And I guess this might be it. This is a, I guess a mummy boy. So he might be the mascot for Super 7. And then I got this Skeletoken with Skeletor's face on it. It says, admit one, United States of Eternia, thou shalt not suffer fools. And says, this token, the bearer is granted one entry into Skeletor's lair to barter their share of spoils from the treasure found within. So, yeah. I've been to Skeletor's lair. Super 7 always does a good job promoting stuff, and I love all of that. The one thing I can say is I really love the job that NECA has done with Bebop and Rocksteady as well. I think they really nailed the look of those figures. I like the way they fit in with my Ninja Turtle, the comic version. But the thing about that is that their joints are harder to move and they're harder to pose. And it's, but aesthetically, if they're just going to sit on the shelf, they're going to look super cool. Here's my Ninja Turtle, my NECA Ninja Turtle. So that's what I'm going to keep doing, is I'm going to keep, you know, picking and choosing and cherry picking the figures that I want from the Super 7 line, because they're doing great things. I recently saw they're coming out with some Disney figures, like the Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey. It's on pre-order. The Lion, the King from the Robin Hood, and Pinocchio, and they just come, you know, loaded with accessories and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to new stuff that Super 7 has to offer. And like I said, I'm glad I bought this guy. I'm gonna turn off the light, but I really doubt he's gonna glow. But it's the Wiz signing out. See if we can get any sort of glow here. Nope, not yet. All right, is the Wiz signing out.